4 of the survivors of the deadly Gold Coast chopper crash have released photos of the aftermath of the tragedy, as they say they're still struggling to come to terms with what happened. New Zealand couples Marle and Edward Swart, and Elmarie and Riaan Steenberg, were on board the descending helicopter that was struck by one just taking off, last Monday. The ascending helicopter crashed to the ground, killing 4 people on board including pilot Ash Jenkinson, and wounding 3 other passengers. Read more, why bulk billing services are shrinking across Australia. Michael James, who piloted the helicopter carrying the Swarts and Steenbergs, managed to land safely, though Marle Swart and Elmarie Steenberg were injured. Today, the 4 New Zealanders issued a collective statement. "We want to express our deepest sympathies and sincere condolences to the injured, deceased, and their families," they said. "Our hearts are deeply saddened by the loss. This has been traumatic for us as survivors, and we cannot imagine the terrible sadness their families and loved ones must be feeling." Read more, Sydney mum's chopper crash death still surreal, says friend. The 4 also offered thanks to many who had helped them, including hero pilot James, and many others whose names they said they did not know, such as bystanders who raced to their aid, and emergency and medical personnel who helped them. "Their care and heroism changed our lives," the statement said. "Our pilot, Michael James. You are our hero. You landed the helicopter safely and kept the bystanders and us safe. We are eternally grateful to you." Unidentified bystanders who ran to our assistance. "The person on the jet ski who was first on the scene and helped us out of the helicopter, the off-duty paramedic who ran to our assistance, the holiday makers who brought us hats, towels and water, and chairs. Every police officer and emergency services personnel both on the scene of the crash and later in the hospital, the staff of Villas de la Mer who helped our children to visit us and kept them safe. There are no words to describe our gratitude, every staff member involved in our care at Riverina Public Hospital. Your discretion and compassionate care during our stay brought us much comfort. We will always remember your kindness." Read more, 3 foreign travelers try to carry drugs into Australia in 10 days. Our community in New Zealand for all their well wishes and messages of comfort. Our dear family and friends in Australia who has supported us over this period. We appreciate you so very much, Craig and the staff of SeaWorld Helicopters for their support. We also want to express our deep condolences for the loss of pilot Ashley Jenkinson. The 4 also said they were touched deeply by the support and care from strangers in the aftermath of the tragedy. The reality of the last 5 days' events is sinking in and is a heavy weight to carry, they said. Along with the statement, the 4 survivors released a number of images, both of the aftermath of the crash and the immediate recovery, with their permission to publish them. Some are too graphic to be published, but show Elmarie and Marle holding bloodied hands after the chopper came to rest on the sandbar. Others show the victims with blood-streaked legs sitting by the seawater as bystanders close in. The 4 said they would continue to help the Australian Transport Safety Bureau and Queensland Police with their investigation into the incident as needed. They are headed home to New Zealand, where Elmarie and Marle will continue their lengthy recovery. Meanwhile, tributes at the Gold Coast crash site continue to grow. The local council has confirmed they will stay for at least a few weeks. A permanent memorial could also be on the table, with the state government saying it will wait for the investigation to finish, and talk to the families involved before a decision is made.